How are y'all doing? Thank you for spending more time with me. I appreciate it, especially with this playlist. It's very personal to me. I got a lot of emotion tied up into it. Like I said, I didn't want to do this. I thought I'd put it to bed. It was been fighting something I've been fighting since last May when it happened. I didn't realize it was going on. Like I said, you'll see as I go on with this series, it just kind of snuck up on me. I'll have to tell you a lot of personal things about myself, the way my mind works, because that's what I did in my mind since I was a child has a lot of effect on this story and what happened to me. Like I said, since May, it's just been back and forth. When it happened, I was broke, and it was devastating. I was spiritually crawling out of my work and drove home, and I probably slept for like a week. I was just out. I was done. Then I started this soy candy thing just to focus, to give me something, because I didn't have anything. I was done. I was cashed out. It was over. Game over. But it gave me something to hold on to, like a rope, and I pulled myself through to it. And after I put myself back together and realized that he wasn't coming to check on me, it just made me angry. And that's when I shot off a bridge burning, because I'm a bridge burner. I am a grudge holding bridge burner. If you don't apologize, and like I said, this whole story hinges on 5 words that he couldn't say. He couldn't say, "I'm sorry, please forgive me." 5 freaking words. That's all he had to say. But he's such a freaking narcissist. He's so self-centered. It's just like he's got to believe he's perfect, and he's not. And he tried to project his perfection on me. And like I said, you can see that in this story. And it's busted because he's far from perfect. He had no business putting perfect on me. But anyways, I was pulling myself through. When I left the Discord server. And honestly, the last act I had as a manager, and honestly, I feel like this reflects on me in a small way. But it's like, even in my broken state, I knew I was leaving. That store was leaving without a manager. And I left the number of someone else who could take my place as manager. So my last act, even after my abuser attacked me, the owner attacked me, was to help him in his store by getting him a manager to take my place. So it's like, that's who I am. He threw that away. But anyways, as I was fighting through this, I got to the point where I kind of just, I did minimal things. Like I broke away from Discord because I knew I was hot in a minute. And if I talked to anybody, then I would just blast. So I removed myself from the situation till I put myself together. Then when I started coming back together, and really not many people checked on me, a few did. And I appreciate the few who did, but vast majority, I think 18 maybe, yeah, about 18 people checked on me. 6 checked on me to see how I was. 12 checked on me to see if I wanted to buy my armies, or they wanted to buy my armies rather. So it's kind of messed up. But anyways, I moved on from there, and then I thought I was through with it mostly. But then something hit me. I figured out, just going over the story in my head, that the owner, my boss, treated me like a prostitute, and it made me angry. And I'm going to explain that because it's strong words. I got to back that up, And I'm going to tell you that in a second. But when it did, it caused me to change my Facebook profile picture to one of the store logos, and it just, it was X'd out. I was angry. But what he did to me is 2 separate instances. But if you put them side by side, that's how I say I feel like I was treated like a prostitute. The first incident I'm going to tell you about was the second one that happened. And it was when he chewed my ass over some seasoning salts. What happened in this situation was the MIT at the time, and someone else was there. Somebody had mentioned something about Jack's seasoning salts. It might have been me, it might have been someone else, whatever. But the MIT was like, yeah, no, this is popcorn stuff that tastes just like it. And it's at Walmart or somewhere else. And I was like, yeah, let me go check it out. And I went to Walmart and I bought 4 different flavors of it. And then I was going to try them out to see if they were better than the Old Bay we were using. I mean, it was no. Nobody tasted the difference either way, whichever one. So that was a moot point. But it cost me about $12 to do this. And I took him down to the owner, and he just lit me up. And he was like, I don't want you doing this. I don't want you to be creative, yada, yada, yada. Just do your job. So he was pissed off that I did that. I spent $12 and use these seasoning salts. Well, I mean, I'm not one to throw them away, so I took the seasoning salts, I mixed them all together, and I said, let's burn through these when we're done. We're not going to use them. He doesn't like them. And like I said, that wasn't going against what he said. He just said not to be creative, and I wasn't creative. I was just burning through it. Now, in that situation, him being the owner, what he said, sure, that's fine. He's the owner. He has the right to say that. Now, the story I'm about to tell you makes that situation look really freaking petty and stupid. Before that situation happened, the owner sent me a picture via text of a hot dog menu and says, I want a hot dog menu. Okay. You want a hot dog menu? I'll make you a hot dog menu for the cafe. I drew up a list of 10 hot dogs. I did a little bit of research because, what a hot dog menu, what are common ones like that. And I came up with 10 different hot dogs and what ingredients would be. Took it to the owner. He looked at it. He's approved it. So I was good. All right, cool. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to go buy this ingredients to this hot dog menu. A little over $100 ingredients. Took it to the owner. Let him know. Cool. Not a problem. As I did this, I built the hot dogs. I created, because I had a menu book, a photograph menu book that would go step by step, letting you know how to make each plate in the cafe. So it's just dummy proof. Step 1, put the bun down. Step 2, put the hot dog in. Step 2, put the ketchup on it, whatever ingredients. So it added about 30 pages to this menu book. And that menu book is very difficult for me to make. And I told him about it. He's like, yeah, all right, cool, works. Then I went to in doing that, I also did the hot dog parade where I made them all and actually I did that over a series of days, not all in one day because it was 10 hot dogs. But I let all the studio staff, including the owner, try them. And most people, 8 out of 10, they liked. So I did all this heavy lifting on this hot dog menu. And then at the end of the day, when he remakes the menu, doesn't add the hot dog menu, doesn't mention the hot dog, doesn't say a word about it. It's like it never existed, like he never asked for it. So in that sense, to me, in the spirit of things, that's treating me like a prostitute. Because how does a pimp treat a prostitute? That's not your money, girl. You're making my money. What was he saying to me? That's not your time. That's my time. Now, if you want to go get seasoning salts and spend $12, you're not allowed to. You're an idiot. But if I want to waste your time, spending days, weeks even, putting together a hot dog menu, creating this, creating the hot dogs and all this business I did went along with it, that's fine. And he doesn't have to say anything to it. It's like, what the hell? It made me mad. So I changed my Facebook post. And then in doing that Facebook post change, that's when this kid from the store came along that I talked about in the first video. And he just shot off his mouth. And I just, like I said, I deleted his comment at first, but he kept coming at me. And it's like, it's the disrespect, Owner thinks it's pride. It's not pride. I don't have self-pride. Shit, I've been suicidal since 2008. I don't have pride. But respect is different. I mean, they're kin, sure, close, but I don't need to have pride to be ticked off by disrespect. And like I said, that's what this kid did. And then it's just, like I said, it all regurgitated back. I thought I had pushed it back down, but it didn't. It wasn't resolved. So now I got to figure out how to resolve it. And that's what this series is, me figuring it out, putting things together and trying to, because like I said, I put most of it together, but I'm sure there's going to be pieces that pop in the middle of this that I'll figure out. But anyways, I'm going to halt it there for this video. And like I said, it's just going to be videos of me talking, explaining what's happening. I don't know if it's going to be worth anything to you or not. I mean, I think at the very least it'll be interesting. Some parts might even be funny, but I don't know if it'll be worth more than that. But like I said, I feel like I need to talk about it because in the whole process, I am going to challenge alpha male culture because I'm like I said, I'm fed up with it. Alpha males are, and I know the word is toxic nowadays, but I'm a Gen Xer, man. To me, the word was douche. Alpha male culture is a douchey culture. Alpha males are douchebags. It's that simple to me. Like I said, anytime somebody says they're an alpha male to me, they're essentially saying I'm a victim. That's all I hear. They're a victim of a broken culture that feeds off other people like vampires. And I ain't down with it no more. But anyways, like I said, I'm sorry I'm cutting off there. Thank you for your time. I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully I'll figure out what I'm doing soon. Thank you.